Welcome to the Twist News. I'm Erika Grey. With all the talk in the media of the right-wing surge in the EU elections, Steve Bannon, on his way to jail, was in Danbury, Connecticut, talking about the populists taking down the globalist order. Well, I think he counted his chickens a little too soon, or overestimated his chickens, because none of it means anything. What does it all mean? It means nothing. We saw that the European Conservatives and Reformist Party won actually third place in the European Union Parliament. This is major of the European Union's political parties. It outbeat Renew Europe. But you know what it meant? It meant nothing, because when it came time to pick the European Union's Commission President, or to nominate a candidate, Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni, who is the president of the ECR group and the Prime Minister of Europe's third largest country, founding member of the European Union, and she got snubbed. They sidelined her. They pulled a fast one. Emmanuel Macron, who was not popular at that point in the polls, and German Chancellor Olaf Scholz sidelined Meloni, and they renominated Ursula von der Leyen of the EPP. But with Ursula von der Leyen, they knew what they would be getting, and what they would be getting is someone who's more, and I'm going to say this, federalist in ideology. Now, the EPP is called the center-right, but that's very misleading. There is nothing right-wing about the EPP. The EPP is more center. On some issues, it hems and haws on Europe going forward. Some of the members and its previous president, Manfred Weber, tended to be more conservative in how Europe went forward. But overall, those within the EPP toe the federalist line. We saw this Jean-Claude Juncker always moving Europe forward, maybe not as fast as the liberals would have it, but still moving Europe forward in a federalist direction. So here, the ECR group gets a good deal of votes, elects 4 more parliamentarians or members of the European Union Parliament, now the third largest group, and Macron and Scholz pulled a fast one because they did not want the European Union going in the direction that the right is advocating, which is more of a confederation. So what did they do? And they ended up manipulating to get this done. And Giorgia Meloni came out on the world stage and she complained about it. And she complained about the lack of democracy here. And she was upset. So after this, we have the French elections. Emmanuel Macron calls for a snap election. It looked like Marine Le Pen's party was en route to becoming the lead. And the president, Jordan Bardella, young 28-year-old Jordan Bardella, who's already an MEP, would lead and be France's new prime minister. And shockingly, what happened? But the left won. Why? Because the right-wing surge in Europe means nothing. The European movement still goes forward with their federalist aims. Again, not as fast as they would like. It was interesting because in a proposal that was put forward by the European Parliament by Guy Verhofstadt, the ECR group was in on it concerning treaty changes. And in the proposal for the amendment of the treaties, the ECR group put forward 6 proposals that were more conservative in scope. And guess what happened? Not one was adopted. Not a one. Nada. Zero. None were adopted. So, what does the right-wing surge in the European Union mean? It means nothing. Business still goes forward as usual. Now, I'm being a little bit extreme here. I'm sure in the Parliament, with certain proposals, it will have some impact. But overall, it's not going to stop the current progression. It may affect certain EU legislation and have an impact. But as far as the overall direction of the European Union, that seems to be going on as planned. The path that's been set from years ago, it still moves in that direction. So when I say nothing, I mean it's not meaning what it's portrayed in the media, which is that there's going to be major changes because of this. No, it's still going to be a battle for the conservatives to get their proposals adopted to initiate EU law along the lines of conservative ideology. Well, this has been Erika Grey. Thank you for tuning in. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. And until next time.
Get down.